Now, Christian Slade has recently opened an estate agents on the High Street in Cricklade, and we spoke to Christian a couple of months ago, just as all this was starting up for him. Christian, good morning to you.
Good morning.
How was it for you in the build-up to Christmas?
Yeah, no, it was a busy month for us. December for estate agents is always a quiet month. We were getting ready to do a lot of the sort of preparation work we needed to do. But I think the realisation that house prices have dropped kicked in for a lot of our clients. They were putting their properties on at sensible prices, and December's been our best month so far. So.
It's really quite remarkable, isn't it?
It is odd.
I mean, we're hearing about all these shops and places and businesses closing and all the rest of it. You start up a business just before Christmas, which is a quiet period as well. Do you think this old adage of, well, if you can survive a tough time like this, then you'll survive anything, really works?
I think that's right. I think that we start the ground. We started with zero overheads, and everything we do is added on to that. A lot of the bigger estate agents are trying to cut their costs at the moment. They're finding it hard to do so. So I think we've got a bit of a head start. If we'd made lots more money over the last couple of years, I'm sure we would have spent it by now anyway. So I don't think we're in any different a position than the other agents, apart from we're starting from a lower point. Now,
we've just been hearing about the latest house price figures as well. What do you make of all that?
Well, I think it's always a shame when, to hear the drops. It's grown since last month. We all got excited that it was only a 0.4% drop last month, but those figures, they do go up and down, 16% year to date. To be honest, I think we all know it, and I think in real terms the figure might be even slightly higher than that. Those are based on completions in December, which of course they were sales that were agreed in October. The sales we agreed in December were lower again, and I'm sure that's going to be reflected over the coming months. The important thing is that people can still get mortgages, people still have to move. It's a great time to be moving up the market because the cash differences have got smaller, and a lot of people are taking advantage of this time in the market.
I was talking to somebody the other day who was telling me they got a mate who had sold their house literally just before the house prices started to tumble, and had locked money away, was in a position to, and now looking for another property. They're going to be onto a winner, aren't they?
I think that's right, and we're noticing that quite a lot. Would you want to have that amount of money locked into a bank at the moment? The answer is probably not. There aren't very many sensible investment options for you if you've got a substantial sum of money, and the deals that we did in December were people who were in that position. They sold 6 months ago or 12 months ago, the money's in the bank, and they're now perceiving this is the right time to buy. It's a lot easier to buy at the bottom end of a drop-off than it is when the market starts to recover.
Now, hopes for 2009 then. I mean, we all want to hear some kind of positive thinking here. Will we see the bottom of this current market situation? Will things start to get better this year, or do we have to wait a bit longer?
It's impossible to say. I mean, I'd love to see the prices level off this year, and I think, as I say, there is still a little bit more to go, but in real terms of houses being sold or the actual sale prices, we are seeing it lower than those nationwide figures suggest. But hopefully that will start to plateau a little bit, and we'll just see more people coming to the market. The prices aren't going to instantly recover, but just to see a few more transactions from an estate agent's point of view like me would be great.
Yeah, I know, there's a big smile on your face. What about first-time buyers? Is there any good news for first-time buyers?
I think if you're a young first-time buyer, it's got to be a conversation with your parents now, telling them that they've made a lot of money out of property over the last 10 years, because let's not forget house prices are more now than they were even going back as recently as 2005.
That's true, yeah.
So the parents, they've made the money, let's release that capital from them, give the kids a 25% deposit, get them on the property ladder. It is a good time to buy if you can get the right deal now, and check out our website cbslade.com. There's houses there, and there's houses for people to buy.
Brilliant. Christian Slade there, thank you very much for coming in and talking to us again.
No problem.
We'll catch up with you again pretty soon. All right, take care. And be careful on the ice out there. Was it bad for you?
It was, yeah. -10 on the thermometer in the car in Cricklade.
-10?
And then -7 as I got into Swindon.
So. Yeah, grief. Okay, well, there you have it then. There's another temperature reading for you. What's it like? What's the temperature reading on your car temperature thermometer this morning? Give me a call, 08459 513366.